Hello, let's try this again. Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to the stream. AKC, how is scary? I hope you are both doing very well this evening, afternoon, or, well, morning, if it is morning for you, wherever you might be. This is a stream where we play war games. Tonight is, of course, Eagles Strike, as always, and we are in a part 3 of Tanks in Trouble. We're also gonna be eating some homemade cookies I made just a moment ago. They're still very nice and warm. I hope you can all join me for that. Thank you, Casey. I'm glad to hear you're well, and yes, me and mine are very well. Thank you very much. And as Scary says, of course, thanks all the same to you and all the watchers, and here it is night, 2200 hours, which is 10 o'clock for those of people who are not used to 24-hour system. I know there are some, so there you go. Before we get started, Casey, I want to address your thing, since you were so kind as to point it out. So Casey is basically saying that he has watched some of my Valor and Victory stuff, and he finds the game to be too gamey, for the lack of a better word. Yes it is. Warm cookies, and all I have is lukewarm cup of tea. Well, warm cookies and a lukewarm cup of tea is a perfect combination. My tea is a bit too hot for the cookies, so I can only sip it. Whatever the case is, enough of the cookies and tea. Games, right. So, yes, Valor and Victory. I do agree it's too gamey. However, it is not necessarily the bad thing, in my opinion. So, it is based off a board game, or tabletop war game, really closer towards a board game. And board games have mechanics to make them fun, but not necessarily very realistic. And I think Valor and Victory is going in that direction. It has quite simple rules. Some of the rules are quite beautiful in their execution, but can be a little bit counterintuitive, like, for example, having to select armor-piercing rounds to hit stationary guns, because if you can hit them, it pretty much destroys the gun. Or having to do big stacks of troops, because it is easier to hit and kill stuff with a nice and juicy fat stack of things. That makes the game more simple, but also more approachable. So I suppose it is a balancing act. I do prefer squad battles, I gotta say, but I do enjoy Valor and Victory also, as you might have seen from my other videos. Whatever the case is, let us move on to the actual squad battles, because this is a massive scenario and I'm hoping to finish it tonight. Aha. So, let me catch you all up, good people, on what we have done last time. So if you have not tuned in for last couple of streams, here is what was happening. We have moved up our forces up the beach and over. Let's go back a little bit. And if I can see my cursor, right over here, and of course there, and here. We have received reinforcements here, and here, and moved up our tanks all the way over there as well. So, and we have captured quite a few objectives as well. So, if I can see again my cursor, so here, and over here, and of course over here. So the only objective left for us is northwestern objective. With German lines this is probably the most entrenched one. And there are some people here, here, and here. Still some resistance there and there. And of course, this line is kind of about to crumble because we're gonna punch through with our tanks and just annihilate everyone. Something like that. Over here, we're gonna strike for this line. And here we're gonna go up the line and hopefully eradicate everyone. While these two tanks are gonna clean up the right-hand side. And so we should accomplish our mission. So for the infantry, we have the infantry moving up on the beach. So we're gonna there is a wall here. We're gonna set up fire support group there and then push our assaulters to neutralize this position. The infantry here are gonna come in and support another FSG position here. And we're gonna secure this location also. Maybe get our eyes and try and suppress this position. And of course, once our infantry occupies these houses, we will start putting the fire down onto the front trench. If there is anything remaining there, because I don't think there would be. So that's about it. That's where we are. And that is where we start. I do want to point out a couple of things. So because this is such a massive scenario, we have devolved at times last stream and kind of a stream before that into just pushing the counters around. Simply because it is a little bit overwhelming talking about like each one specific case, what we're moving and why we're moving it. But now that we have condensed things a little bit, it's a bit more manageable. We'll endeavor to kind of talk about our thinking behind our moves as we move along. So, unfortunately, last stream we ended up with a crash. And that left us with a load, with a save, that has a few units still waiting to move. Primarily this tank here. And we're gonna assault this pack gun, trying to eliminate the last gun on the map. Which we do succeed at, which is fantastic. So we already eliminated one pack gun, but we still have 25 movement points, which leads us very nicely onto our next assault, and unfortunately to elimination of our tank. I did not expect that, because HMGs or MG34 is kind of medium machine gun. Not so good at repulsing the assaults, but clearly in this instance they were. So we have lost the tank there, but we still have this tank, which we shall be utilizing quite well. So they lost 2 men, they only have 2 men left, they're completely demoralized. And over here everybody has moved. Let's just check people over yonder. Yep, they've moved. All moved everywhere from the looks of things. Yes, indeed. So let us pop a nice save here. Let us increase our speed a bit as well. And let us hit the turn button. And our landing craft just got blown up. I'm gonna increase the turn button just one more time, right. I hope that the sound volume is okay for everyone. I'll just have a cookie. Oh. Oh, excellent. I'm glad to hear that. It's a very fine balance with this game, unfortunately, but it seems to be that we are doing fine. Also, since I know for a fact that Ascari likes 3D view, we shall be switching to the 3D view, and I'll try to remember every single term just for you, mate. Just for you. All right. So, I do have to go to 2D view, unfortunately, because it is much more readable for me. So, first things first. What we want to do is we want to suppress a lot of positions, but looking at this, we actually already have quite a few of positions suppressed. So, we're gonna move the tank and we're gonna assault these two positions first. Or not. As the things might stand. But we have eliminated, was it 3 or 4 men now? And this has reduced to 2-man team only. So they have lost their LMG, they have lost their sniper rifle, and the MP40, and of course a few Kar 98s, which kind of irrelevant. But over here, we will take our pinned men and put them to good use, trying to suppress them even further and maybe even demoralizing them. If we can, of course. Now, this line, everybody is either pinned or demoralized apart from this fire team, so we shall try and concentrate with every single unit that is pinned down and can shoot at them, directly at them. Right. And of course, that means the landing craft. Oh, wonderful. Pinning the unit is great, but when you can also reduce it in numbers, that is even better. I mean, both is fantastic, but they're already disrupted. So what that means is that their shooting would be only at half its effectiveness. And really, pinning the unit isn't as... let's see... Right, yeah, that would be at a further attack range. So we're going to concentrate on here in that case. Is not as important as disrupting a unit unless you have already squads and of fire teams, basically infantry, ready to assault them. Because there is a huge difference in the strength... Oh, shot the wrong guy. At the strength in the assault of the pinned unit compared to the, of course, just disrupted unit. So I believe something to the factor of... Let me just consult my quick reference chart. Yeah, so it's half strength for disrupted unit and a quarter strength for pinned unit. So really, really big difference. But for now, we do not have... Oh, beautiful. 5 men left. We do not have anybody here to assault them. But what we can do... Actually, you know what? No, do you have... No, you don't have anything in front of you, so... You, my man, are gonna move up this way. And this way. And I know you cannot shoot this turn. But we are now in a position for the next turn. This is gonna be our support. Ouch. And we have just run or landed into a mine that was planted there before. So as always, we are moving our HMG slowly. And actually, you know what? We're gonna leg our mortars. Leg our mortars up. Because we want to establish support positions here as fast as we can. To, well, let's remove that actually. To get our eyes on and start suppressing them so that our assault force can move up. To that effect, let us move our... not quite, well. Well. Can anybody see them? No. So we shall leave them upstanding. Our disabled tank or tracked immobile tank can put its guns to good use there. But yes, we'll leave them standing so that they have a little bit more, 3 movement points, specifically more, to move up here. Or actually here is better. To start engaging these 2 formations. Now, going back to our left flank. This has fired. These have fired also. Let's start firing with the units that cannot move. i.e. units that have been pinned. And let's attempt to rally this unit. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Right. Let's both get up. Excellent. You shall be rallying them next turn. And you... I'll leave you standing up. I shall leave you standing up. Okay, that is fine. Over here. So our left flank really bogged down due to mainly lack of officer personnel to rally them.
Let's go.
Come on, people. Okay.
Let's go.
Well, we have a few men who are able to move, so let's move those. Or not. Actually, in this instance, let's move like so. You're disrupted, you can get up and run your heart out. 24, so you are gonna just crawl up. And you, we don't really... Oh, hold up. Did I just... No, that's a bazooka team. Yeah, that's fine. Casey says, we need more officers. Words no infantry soldier ever uttered in any army ever. Yes, but in this instance, we need more officers, I'm afraid. Well, actually, to be fair, with all the reinforcements we received, we now have plenty of officers to command. We are running out of men, however, just because it's a beach assault. I mean, there isn't really much else that should be said about that. Now, we are looking for an officer over here, and Second Lieutenant Kennedy fits the bill. He will reroute here and rally those men. Oh yeah.
Move it. Move it.
Okay. That has been done. So, we have disrupted. Nope. Okay. We have these men over here. Now you can go, you don't need to go. Actually, you won't go either. But you will get off ground. So, and we are looking to get them up and only up. Okay. That's fine. You. Okay, that's perfect. So, can we move up? No. So, our officer is gonna try and get to our man here and get him unpinned, of course. And over here, nobody can move. So, whom can we shoot at? I feel like these need to be suppressed further. Okay. And nobody else. Right. Over here, we shall be slowly moving up. We need to get them into a trench. Ever so slowly moving up. That is fine. These men, though. One disrupted, right. Hey, amazing Grudginger. He says, let me just pull this up. Hey, your time is 1922. I have two options. You are either from the UK or from Liberia, but you don't have an English accent. Well. I can tell you I am definitely not from Liberia, but I do live in UK. So, there you have it. There you have it. I've never actually been to Liberia. Hey Jobs, how you doing, mate? I hope both Amazing Grudginger and Jobs, you're doing really, really well tonight. And I hope that your day went well too. I'm glad that you could join us for some cookies and tea. And of course some war games. Oh my god, so good. Nothing beats homemade cookies, I tell you. Right. Over here. So what we're trying to do, guys, we are trying to do exactly what we were trying to do a couple of days ago, and that is move up the beach. With a big difference is that we now have officers to rally our men, which is really quite important. Casey's saying, quit with the cookies already, I'm so jealous. Oh, whereabouts in Eastern Europe are you, Amazing Grudginger? Because I, originally, am from the Soviet Union. That's right, I was born in the Soviet Union. I'm from one of the republics. But yes. Back in the day. I would have guessed Czech. No, actually, no. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I'm originally from Latvia, just, you know, in case if you're wondering. The Socialist Republic of Latvia. Yes, yes, indeed. But, going back to our game. A few disrupted units, but they can be moving up. Right, these have moved. Yes, they have. Right, so I have been saving this unit for a while. And now they can start ever so slowly creeping up. Now, hold up. There we go. they can actually see people. Right. Snipers, as we are... Hey, Zaphod. Welcome to the stream, mate. Glad to have you on board. To annoy Casey yet again, we are here for cookies and tea. And to play war games. I hope your day been well, mate. I hope your day been well. Right. Anywho. Not to annoy him too much. We've been learning a little bit about all things squad battles, of course, as we play. And we have learned that sniper rifles are actually pretty amazing. In that it doesn't matter what range they're at, it is always full effect. So yes, they are really quite good. Unfortunately, M1 Garand is in no range to hit anybody from here, so we might be thinking of moving them up a little bit so that they can get eyes and, of course, their shots on. Next turn. Alrighty, I feel like we have moved all of these dudes, but here... Left, or, I mean, right or center. I think there is no... Is there a point in moving them right? We're gonna go through the center and use the roads, so let us do so. I know I'm probably overstuck in that hex. 2, 1, so 3, 4, 8. Yeah, I'm overstuck in the hex a little bit, but we shall be moving them up and separating them very, very soon. Alrighty. Over here, this is up, isn't it? Here we have 20 meters, and there we have also 20 meters. Oh, this is quite confusing. Right, it is quite straight, but yeah, this kind of 2D slopes makes it a little bit confusing, so... Zaphod says another advantage of sniper rifles is that they ignore the density effect, great for picking off small squads, lone units, leaders. Absolutely, yes. I haven't seen any leaders. I immediately remembered the leader bit, but because I haven't seen any leaders, I thought to keep quiet about it. Don't let people know. Don't let the left hand know what the right one is doing, as you might think would be very appropriate for the Eastern Front. Sometimes for the Western Front as well, actually. But anyway, right. It is a very good point, though. The sniper rifles are definitely very good for picking off leaders. I was actually just having a game against Bill in Winter War, not in Eagle Strike, or Eagle's Strike. Yeah, I keep confusing the S's there. And I splattered a few of his officers with sniper rifles, which was quite fantastic, let me tell you. Alright, over here though. I'm sorry to hear that. Job's internet is playing up tonight, so he's gonna be watching the recorded version. Well, I am happy that you have joined us even for a little bit, and I hope it gets better with the internet jobs. But I'll see you tomorrow if you do tune in tomorrow, or indeed, you know, when you're rewatching the stream. Thanks, man. Have a good one. Right. Yes, I did know that. So Zaphod says that you can identify, I believe, this is what it says. You can tell the enemy leaders by their yellow and white bars. Yes. So let's actually look here. So the silver bar, or the white bar, I suppose, depends on your perception of it, is the senior leader. As you can see, the white bar at the top of the of the unit marker. And the yellow one, like over here at the top, or a golden one, it's funny, I think of them as golden and silver rather than white and yellow, but anyway, the golden one is for the junior leaders. So the yellow one or the golden one would be for something like a lieutenant or oberlieutenant, while the silver one would be for probably Hauptmann at this scale, captain rank, basically. Maybe a major, but I can't remember the name, the German name for the major in this instance. For us, it is Second Lieutenant W. Jones, but the reason why he is silver rather than gold is, I believe, is because he is in charge of the tank battalion. So, kind of bumps him up a notch or two. Anywho, a very, very good spot, by the way, Zafot. I think it is good to let people know about these things. I am totally overstuck in this, but well, actually I'm not. Maybe a little, maybe a little. So, right. Can we... Maybe let's get here. So we are in the protection of the burnt out buildings. And slowly making our way this away and that away. Now, I want to see what this mortar can see. And actually, they cannot see much at all. So for us to be able to see them, we really need to get here. What about these dudes? Okay, we need to get here. Or at least here, right. There you go, let's start suppressing. That's a full 7-man, full-strength squad, so we need to get rid of those. Ah, yes. Captain Russo. Well, my man.
Move it.
Move it!
Let's go.
There we go, perfect. And now, we can also start lobbing our shells in support of our right-wing advance. Okay, and over here, yes, okay. Move 24, yeah, we'll move together ever so slowly. Over here, we can actually run, or we can try to run, but of course, we are carrying 50 cal on our back, so maybe not so much. Oh, we should have... I knew I brought him there to do something. Right, okay. I do sometimes forget things. Oh well. Well, you, man, will gather the satchel charges. Okay. Well, they have moved all the way up. I reckon this is... Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Let us move up our men here. There we go. Let's get a bit of a mortar action going. Hold up. Oh, it's not a mortar, it's a bazooka. Never mind. Never mind. Does nobody have a bungalow here? I almost feel like I should have used a satchel charge just to blast through so we can advance, but yeah. I suppose not. Alright. Actually, can... Right. So, to those people in the know, mainly Zaphod, could you tell me, can I use Bangalore to clear the obstacles that this unit is stuck in? Or would they damage themselves? Or is it not possible at all? I do see that we should be able to fire on our own hex. Alternatively, we can try it and find out. Yeah, so firing on the same hex should definitely be possible, but there is a potential for harm. Yeah, maybe I won't do that. Maybe I won't do that in that case. They'll have to wait a little bit longer in that case. Right. Over here, I want to take out this... I forgot! Oh my god. I suppose the save is wherever I've saved last. Right, so... No, I do not. So the fixed build that I received is the fixed build for destroyed stationary guns. So something like this wrecked AT gun. However, the issue with the T, basically the target units, I do not have the fixed build for that, unfortunately. I know, but it's so useful. The moment you showed me that, I was like, I gotta use it all the time. Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh well, right. So, we are kind of... Where are we at? Right. Okay. Okay, so I suppose we're at before we started the turn, which is not good. But we shall endeavor... Oh. See, the game just keeps crashing because it wants to, like, destroy my units. And pin them.
Sammeln, auf geht's.
I see. I don't like them rallying because they have the flamethrower. It would be super hard to overrun them with a tank. With a very high potential of losing the tank. And of course, going into 3D view. In case if Askari is still watching. I feel like after the crash, the AI is doing so much better. Just pinning me everywhere. And of course taking my man out, but yeah. But it is a random number generator, so... The old-fashioned renegade. Oh, man. And of course, because we crashed, this has been reset. And there we go. That should go a little bit faster now. And we'll fix it on our side as well once we're doing our turn. So that both our and enemy turns are actually going pretty snippy forward. Well, we're causing some... Ooh, we're causing quite a lot of damage actually. Wow, 4 men left, okay. I can live with that. So, we're gonna start this trying to overrun this 5-man position. With no result. So Casey says, I like the 3D view for a tactical overview, but I am a Hex Encounter guy. Give me the 2D... My... girlfriend looking over my shoulder disagrees, but she hates the games. Aww. Yeah, I like the 3D to kind of have a quick look and appreciation of the terrain levels. But that's about it. I find that I have just done the wrong thing. Oh well. We'll spend just another turn here. But in terms of... In terms of map readability and all that fun stuff, 2D all the way. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. I'm conflicted right now. I want to finish overrun in this position. However, this is a level down, so actually talking about 3D. There is our tank here, but this is a level down while we have just gone up the hill. And taking this on would be quite nice, being able to secure it. So you know what? And we're gonna secure it. And then we can turn around and start mowing down everything in sight. I think that is the best course of action here, right? Aw, man, seriously? Right. Oh, maybe they weren't just weren't selected. No, I guess not. Right. Okay, and can we shoot at him? No, we cannot. That is fine. Let's move up here, here, and here. They can start shooting at the appropriate units. There we go. These men can move. Or they can move here. Okay. He will have to stay put. Oh, not he, it's a full squad. Over here, let's
Move it.
get people rallied up. There we go. And shoot up. Or, of course, they can't, right? Are they out of range? Oh, they're not able to aim that way, right? That's fine. So again, just a reminder, we are looking to suppress the positions as much as we can in order to assist our tanks overrunning them. And slowly bring up the men and secure the objectives. So we've secured one here. We're about to secure the center one. And then the men will take their time, get into that one. But that is indeed the plan. Okay, ever so slowly. Moving up. Alrighty. Now, as much as we can, we're gonna try and...
Forward.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, right. Okay, so movement 8, 16, 16. This man needs to get up and needs to start legging it probably in this direction. Over here. Move 24.
Let's go.
Let's go. Can he move up one more? Not quite. Well, he can go to ground here. Nobody in range. Okay. Okay. That is fine. Now, plenty of people in range, so let's do this. Right. So even though these are disrupted, so right, 5-man, I think we can do something like this and go to ground. And even though it's getting a little bit crowded, I think we should still be fine with only 16 men there and rally them up and move out in a spread out formation on our next turn. Over here. They're all disrupted, so probably just suppress. Okay, and then... Actually... Yeah, I guess not. Right, and then you can just move up. I have just misclicked. Oh well. Now what I can do is I can rectify my mistake here by picking this up. And then moving off. There we go. Now. That's a lot of men. Right. You have all moved. You shall move a little bit, because we do want to get you into the trench. Over here, you will not be moving, but the rest are definitely really moving together. Yeah. Yep. Right. Okay, over yonder. Nope. Yes. Okay. What is up with their visual ranges? I would dearly love to see that, but we can't. Right. Okay, that's moved. I suppose we'll do this. Actually, we should have stayed. No, we shouldn't have stayed in the Barker because we have no eyes from there. And these men, right, you're gonna be putting down supporting fire. More importantly, this needs to happen as well. I just remembered, and this is going a little bit slow. There we go, much better. Okay. And the last couple of boats. Excellent. Only 3 men left there. Ah, yes. Okay. Right over here, we shall be moving up this way and this way. Over here, run, run. Ouch. Right, okay, so we are moving up on the right flank because this is kind of the position that is awkward to get to, and these are the only men that can. These are going to be supporting them, and over here, let us try and suppress. Oh, perfect. We have pinned some men there, which is exactly why we were doing this. So here... Why? Why? Right, let's just give it a save. That was extremely bad trade. Oh dear, we are getting extremely low on our tanks. What is up with you, man? Can you shoot anybody? No, you can't. Why don't you move, then? There you go. Over here? Oh, yes.
Come on. Forward.
There we go. Well, let's turn over and see what the opponent can do. And as we can see, they are trying to leg it. At least on the right side of things. So, I gotta say, I almost feel like I should have saved a tank for our right assault here. But oh well, right. We are almost nowhere. And so, we have no line of sight, right? Yeah, one disrupted man. What are you doing there? There you go. Nothing. He is doing nothing. Not anymore, at least. Mm-hmm. Again, first suppress, then advance. Because at this stage, we almost have fire superiority here. For one issue. A lot of our squads are pinned or disrupted. And those that are not are trying to move forward. Which keeps us from really achieving that. And I'm almost thinking maybe we should spend one turn suppressing the enemy. But that's the one turn that we are not advancing on the enemy. So we're kind of playing a bit of a balance game here. Where we try to both advance and assault, right? This is 4 men, surely. Right. I keep making bad decisions, don't I? Yes. Right. Well. You know what? Watch out. Yeah. We're gonna try and take this. Oh, did I? Oh my god, right, okay. Whew. I am surprised we didn't crash. I am really surprised. But I think it wasn't successful, so that kind of saved us. What a thing to be saved by. Perfect, okay, we can tuck them in here. And we can leave them standing so that next turn they can... Can they move up the escarpment? That would be really cool if they can. Because they can start advancing towards this position straight away. Traded a tank for a crash. Yeah, what would you prefer? A crash or a tank? And to be honest, I'd prefer... I don't know, actually. I don't know. No, I'd prefer to lose a tank. For certain, rather than crash again. I definitely would rather do that. Right, pinned unit.
Come on! Forward! Move it!
I guess not. Right, so this is what we're gonna do. I probably should have moved him first, actually. Less chances of that unit also getting disrupted or pinned. by return fire, isn't there? Right, he is doing what he can, so let's move up. And you two actually should have moved there, but that's fine. Right, okay, so I feel like here we need to... Okay, we shall take... Well, we shall take all of them and get up. And then the bazooka and the flamethrower team are gonna skedaddle this way. And go to ground. While these men... I would really like to put them... almost into the crater. Because there isn't... Well, there is a crater... Oops. There is a crater in front of us. So maybe they'll move there. And that should be their cover, I suppose. Right. Okay. And here, right. 10 men, 1 man. So you move this way. You probably can't do anything anyway, right? You go down. Okay. Over here. Nice and easy. Did we shoot with him? Yes, we did. Right. Go down. And here we shall also be moving up this way. Now this is perfect position for our MMGs. So they're in the trench, they're protected. They have good lines of sight towards this next position. So we are gonna be... You know what? You move this way. Where is our... There is our lieutenant. Yes, so... He's gonna get up. He's gonna... I suppose moved up with somebody else. Right. Go to ground. What are you doing? Man. This... Right, okay. Bazooka team needs to go. Lieutenant Kennedy needs to go. You need to stay. Okay, and here we're just gonna be suppressing him. I'm trying to disrupt him, but he's... Oh, there we go. There we go. Alrighty. They have shot. What about you guys? Right. It's okay, I suppose we'll move in here. And then next turn we can separate them and get them going in the direction we want to get them going. Right, here we are finally in position to see nothing. Let's take the trench. How about that? I know it's only 3 men, but let us move forward. Yes. And you men are gonna be going this way. Right, perfect. Okay, ever so slowly. We are getting on there. Okay. We need this lieutenant to get off his butt and relink with the men to rally them up. And here, I suppose, we have a bunch of people. Bazooka team. Right. What we'll do is we'll take bar. We'll take a bar team and a grenade launcher team. Nope. Like this. And what we'll do is we're gonna secure this objective, so we want to basically move up into these buildings. While these men really want to get eyes on him. Yeah, I suppose they're just gonna get blown up. And lose 2 men. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, let's go to ground then. Man. Okay. Over yonder. Just a bit of a suppressive fire. Now, who can we shoot at here? We can shoot at this guy. Alright. And I feel like I am getting very close. There we go. There we go. Right, perfect. So now we will have quite a lot of guns aiming this way. And ever so slowly eroding their numbers. And you know what? You know what? Our assault teams will move forward because we have enough suppressive fire. That's perfect. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Now, a tank. What is a tank good for? Well, first to deselect target units. Second of all, do this. And then move back up, even though we are reversing instead of moving normally. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay. All units have been considered. Well, let's just do a bit of a save and let's go. We just lost 2 more men.
Los, Samuel.
That's a fierce firefight going on there, and I think they disrupted us. Which is okay, but not ideal when you're trying to assault. All right. Shall we lose another tank? Right. Okay. First things first. Let's get this tank over here. And that should put an end to that. At least. Now we can start moving up the escarpment. And that's perfect. Over here. Kind of trying to soften them up. Because I am planning to overrun them with a tank. One of these days the tank might even survive. Okay, finally, right, okay. We are doing good. So we still have 3 men. And I misclicked. Right. Oh dear. And finally, from this side anyway. Now this side should be able to hit him no problem at all. Not that the bots can actually do something. Casey says, tanks overrunning infantry? Have you never watched Saving Private Ryan? They'll have socks with axle grease and Semtex. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Looks to me that you have this scenario in the bag and not even halfway there. Yeah, it's... The thing is, like, I have lost a lot of tanks, so that is an issue. And if we look into the info, victory conditions, we are at 2-5 something. So actually, despite us losing so many tanks, and vehicles get a lot of points when you lose them, or what is it, 20 points or something like that, 25, something like that? A bunch of points anyway. Yes, or actually a little bit less, I suppose. Yeah, about maybe 15-ish. But anyway, whatever the case is, even though we lost so many tanks, I think the losses, including being immobilized, like this chap must have thrown a truck when he was going up a hill, because nobody shot him at all. But the key is almost like doing the German blitzkrieg, right? You push through with the tanks and then you mop up with the infantry. And the key is for the tanks to actually do the breakthrough while the infantry serve as a buffer. Primarily keeping the breach open, so to say. If that makes sense. Right, ever so slowly. We are moving up. These men, though, they can do a good runner here. Well, at least into the houses. There we go. Here you are gonna move this way, and you are gonna move this way. Yeah, it's funny how this infantry here, we're spending so much time trying to actually advance. And, oh yes, you're supposed to be suppressing stuff. And it's almost like we're gonna win without that infantry at all. Because they are so far behind. Right. Well, actually, like this. And then like... Okay, like that. Right, over here.
Forward.
We are
Let's go.
attempting to do
Let's go.
a rally. Of course, they are probably, yeah, 116th and 121st engineers. So they're not in the same command. And it would be very hard to actually find somebody from 121st engineers here. Because I believe, yeah, all their leaders got shot up. I think they had 2 and both of them got killed. Unfortunately. Unfortunate, but that's war. I gotta say, Zafod, this scenario, when I was first starting it, was very intimidating to me. Just to kind of see the amount of units. And I suppose it kind of reflects a little bit on the commentary, because a lot of the times in these sort of things, all that needs to be done is you just need to move forward. And there isn't really much to say apart from, well, we do need to move forward because, yeah, we need to get off the beach and we need to assault the man. Especially when you have to move a lot of counters. But, in saying that, I have enjoyed it for the most part, minus all the crashes that we have experienced. Which I am hoping are gonna get fixed by the end of the week. Fingers crossed. We are in a trench, so we're gonna stay in a trench because this is a bar team. Of course, medium machine guns need to be suppressing. You are not in a trench, so let's get in there. Alrighty. Over here, this is gonna be a momentous occasion where these men are finally gonna start being rallied. That would be momentous occasion indeed. Now, you are all good. You are in cover, so that's perfect. Over here. You two chill out. And you are gonna move. I wonder how it plays as the Germans. It seems that the Allies get a lot more men and material. I presume it would be more challenging. I reckon it would be much more challenging against a live opponent. Not to diminish your achievement, of course. Oh no, not at all. Not at all. I do not take it that way at all. The fact of the matter is that the game, any game really, most games, not any game, most games, have a pretty weak AI. And that's because AI is hard, and making it utilize all the different options that the game gives you is really, really hard. It is much more harder to have good AI when
Forward.
the company that you basically run is not a AAA studio and does not have 10, 15, 20, oh wait, 100 men developing a game, but only have 3 full-time employees like WDS has, which is, of course, kind of puts things into perspective. Not to say that I wouldn't want to see good AI in the game. I dearly would, but I'm just being realistic here. I am just being realistic. Where do we want to be with this MMG? I suppose we want to get him there, so let's get him there. Right, okay. Over here, we'll slowly move up. Shoot whoever we can shoot. And move up. Right, well, I think we should only have a few men left. You're still pinned, so shoot. Who's next? You have not moved, so move. Actually, I should have moved him there. Well. To assault or not to assault? Oh, that is the question. They are in a trench, there are 7 men, but they are disrupted. Ah, God. Let's do it. Let us do it. And now there are only 3 men. And we have to save. And then there were none. Yes, indeed. Right, as Zafat says, well, they said that they have plans to upgrade the AI in the not-so-distant future. In the meantime, basically everyone who's played against a human opponent says that experience is unmatched. Oh, absolutely. I mean, the AI is definitely going in the right direction in general, right? I mean, we have ChatGPT that's almost indistinguishable from human. In terms of the kind of the responses you can get from them, from various iterations of ChatGPT and its clones and competitors, right? But also, if you look at what they've done with, what was it? It was for StarCraft 2. Was it IBM, I think, that created a machine learning, basically, AI that is playing better than any of the elite players, right? So the actual players that get paid a lot of money to get in there and... Oh yeah, we meant to be going up, aren't we? That get paid a lot of money to play the game. Oh, can we not move up? Damn it. Alright. You move this way then. Casey says, so the future Skynet will drive the modern games about history. How ironic. Well, I think AI in general is fantastic. And what I mean by that is... some of them... Oh, right, okay. But I've made a mistake. Anywho, AI in general, I think, is fantastic, and there is a lot of like untapped potential there. But whether, you know, future Skynet will drive modern games about history, yeah, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I feel like even with the improvement to the AI, and this is me just talking out of my behind here, right? WDS will improve the AI, but they will not make it so much better than that it would be alike to playing a human opponent, or even alike to, you know, half of a human opponent. I don't really know how to describe it better, but you know what I mean. I think you know what I mean there. Right. So we are gonna get on a high ground, and we're gonna attack from top down next turn. Hopefully, finally, eliminating this bunch of ragtag men from different squads, because they have taken out 1, 2 of our tanks already. Have you seen the AI generator in Galciv 4? I don't love the game, but the AI alien generation is amazing. By the way, I'm a computational physicist in real life. Wow, okay. Well, I have seen the Galciv 4. I have it. I have bought it to play on the channel, and I have bounced very hard of it. However, the AI, the alien AI generation or race AI generation in it is fantastic, without a shadow of a doubt. I am really impressed that you're a computational physicist in real life. I have gone back to university to study physics, and unfortunately I have burnt out a little bit, so for the last year, well, 9 months, I have been taking a bit of a break from it all. But I'm about to finish a second year. I'm an open university, so it's all remote. But yes, I can definitely appreciate what you're actually doing, even though a computational physicist is a little bit above my pay grade, that's for sure. Okay, says, don't be impressed. I haven't done a vector calculus since I left university, mostly PowerPoint. PowerPoint, alright. I would have thought that you'd be doing a lot of programming. You know, doing your Python programs to computate things. But I suppose if you have gone far enough, you... Oh, are we not able to shoot anyone? No, we are. Having gone far enough, you're probably managing a team, etc., or trying to sell people on the idea of how great it is to support monetarily the project you're working on, or your team is working on. Yeah, that is also part of physics, unfortunately. Right, over here we'll move safely, and over here maybe not so much. Case says, exactly, I still write Python and Rust for fun, but not for profit. Yeah, I gotcha, man. Sorry. Okay. Let's see what the enemy can do.
Okay. Some hit.
Oh, they like to rally, eh? Oh, fantastic. I will make it my mission that before everything is said and done, that mortar team with the ragtag remains of other squads and fire teams is get annihilated. Even if it costs me the game. But yeah, talking about the AI, so there is a lot of shooting going on right now. But what the opponent, if we were playing a human opponent, would have done, they would have just moved somebody up here. Like, recapture the point, recapture the point, recapture the point. Playing against the AI, they mightn't have anybody left, given, but, like, this HMG, what is it doing here? I mean, it's not doing much, is it? So, you bring it over there. This guy, well, actually, he cannot move this way because he can only move away from our men. He's demoralized, so he probably would be making a beeline towards the edge of the map there. But, you know, you could argue, well, let's recapture it and let's hole up here to try and defend it, or let's recapture it and maybe hole up here, or even over here, over the side of Bakaj. But yes, that is AI, and this is us not actually overrunning the man. Okay, but we annihilated one unit, so that is good. Can we get up here? We shall be, yeah, let's gain a level. And now we do need to go to ground just to make sure we avoid the fire from this, what is it, just a 3-man, what, probably Panzer Grenadiers or whatever they are. Now, over here, let's try and suppress them first, shall we? Or not. Actually, we can probably do something like this. Over yonder. They do need to go to ground here. Oh, fantastic. This is now the prime opportunity to assault the demoralized man, because if I'm not mistaken, and I am not because I'm looking at my quick reference, they only defend at 1/8 strength if assaulted. So let us actually, let's just assault. I wish, I wish we would have actually gotten somebody, but that is fine. Over here, we have expanded everything we had. So let us do a bit of suppression. And hope for maybe a demoralization, or maybe to take out one man. Ah, yes, we are not able to do anything with these boats. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now this one though. There we go. There we go. That's what we were looking for. Perfect. Right. Okay. 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 We are getting somewhere now. Oh, we can still... Now, this wouldn't be very effective. But again... Oh, that's beautiful. Wow. Okay. Rightio. Three, right. Oh yes, they have already moved. What do we have here? We have 2 disrupted and 1 non-disrupted. So, 2 disrupted ones are gonna stay in the trench, while this man will start running forward like the crazy bunch of blokes they are. It's not one man, it's a lot of them. Now, let's get our elite supreme leaders there we go. We don't even need to get them on the ground anymore, because nobody can see them. What's going on here? Right. Yeah, we'll just move you up slowly. And not so slowly. You are... Are you well positioned? You are well positioned. You can shoot. It is fine. We allow you to shoot. If I would not misclick the wrong hexes, we might even hit somebody. Right, let's do this. HMG or a bunch of nonsensical ones, right? Let's try and take out somebody from the HMG team without any success. But here, this has been a long time in coming.
Come on.
Come on! They got a leader.
Forward.
And they still can do anything, right? Oh, I wish, right? Okay, what is going on here? They can move, but not fire. They have already fired. Whom do we have left? Right, over here. Well, I suppose, even though you are disrupted, you better get moving. Mm-hmm.
Forward.
Forward.
Move it. Come on.
Come on. Ah, well. So, what do we have here? We probably should get elevation 0. Elevation 0. Should probably get here, at least. They can still shoot at people, so that's fine. Move up 1. Over here. Did we not want to get somewhere? We really need to get up, so let's just keep moving. Yeah, we'll start moving forward. Maybe even outpace that disrupted unit. Here, yes, please. Mm-hmm. Right. Come on. There we go. Get disrupted. Oh, beautiful. Holy moly. Wow, okay, well, I think this is time. This is time. Oh, this is so good. Right. Oof. Looks like they are gathering a few troops there, but I don't think that would really phase us much at all. Here. In the open. Can't really do anything. Watch the high. Oh, yes. 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 Oh my god. Yeah, very, very important that right, let's actually, how about this? We're gonna save, right? We're gonna save. 12 men against 6 men at pinned status. I think we are gonna be doing okay here. Yeah, okay. But you know what? We also have 9 men that can attack next turn, so... And plenty of units to suppress with. Right, another save. Let's get into the 3D view. Ooh, we're getting pins there, right here. Very nice. Okay. So we have men moving, for some reason, towards our men here. And guess what? That's a big mistake. So our man can deal with them. our tank will try and overrun these two positions. There we go. There we go. Okay. Slowly but steadily. Oh, that's a shame. No eyes at all on anything. Let's move to the right flank in that case. They really want to move towards me, which I am fine with. Because, you know what? I have enough men here. On the ground you go. To suppress them even further. Over here. Only 3 men left. Let's try and reduce that by a few more mortar rounds. If we can. And then we're gonna attack or assault with the 9-man team. There we go. There we go. That is perfect. We can't assault again, just because we are disrupted. Not enough movement points. But now we can even push from the south and pincer them and just annihilate them completely. Right, so that's our right flank done. What is going on here? There aren't that many people to shoot at anymore. As a matter of fact, we can only shoot at 1 squad. And that squad is going down very, very soon also. Over here, so you're gonna stay, you're gonna get up and start your move. You can shoot. What is happening here? Right, you two. Movement allowance exceeded. Okay. Okay, right.
Move it.
Are you gonna rally, my man?
Forward.
No, you are not. Unfortunately, you are not gonna rally. Okay. We should really start getting our mortars up as well soon, because as I have said earlier,
let's go.
We are running out of men to shoot at, which I suppose is a good complaint. right. All right, all right, all right. So there we go. Get him. Right. Get him disrupted. That's what we want. Do we have any leaders here? I'm doing the I'm rallying them up, but there are no leaders, so we need to get a leader over there. And we have one here, which is perfect. So let's do that. Let's get him across, shall we? Over here. We need to move up and assault. So let's do that, shall we? There we go. Or we can do this. Oh, we are immobilized. Oh dear, oh dear. It looks like we only have 2 tanks left. And it shall be all up to the infantry to finish up. You remain here, the rest of the men. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possibly. Yes, perfect. There are not a lot of men. But they are not disordered at all. Ah, I see, I see, I see. Well, we'll do this then. Right, they have shot already. Who needs to... Yes. Oh, they probably can't. Yeah, they can't shoot anyone. There we go. He is going back and forth, back and forth. I just have to remember to bring him that way. Right, well. They can't do anything, can they? Right, next. You are going up here. Next. Yeah, you're fine. Oh, look at that. They can still shoot at people. And actually, they can shoot here. More importantly. Okay. Oh, nice. That should only be 1 man left, yeah. Okay, all units have been considered. Well, let's immobilize and or destroy another tank, shall we? Or not. Wow, okay. One more time. Oh, fantastic. Wow, okay. Right into the path of our advancing infantry. Oh, that's beautiful. And they only have 4 men left, so hold up. Is this it? Is this all the Germans that are left? 4 men. I don't know how many men there are here, but I think it was 1 or 2 left. So that's 6, 7, 8, 12, 14, 16, 17, 19 men only? Okay. Ah, yes, I have done all of that, so let's save. I was playing with fire here. Well, the turns do fly by fast now. I think I'll keep standing here. Let's run our man forward, shall we? Okay. Actually, how about we just... Oh, because we've crossed the bocage, have we? Same elevation, so wow, that was all from trench into crater to... Okay, maybe. Oh, it says vulnerable. So, are the tanks vulnerable, become vulnerable in crater terrain? Well, I better move here next turn then. Before assaulting in. Interesting. There we go. Okay. We're gonna try and suppress this. Casey says tanks were famously vulnerable when crossing berms and bocage because they exposed their underbellies. Right after crossing the hedgerow, they become vulnerable. Interesting. I did not know that. Very, very interesting. Thanks both. That is very useful piece of information. Right. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's perfect. We shouldn't be able to assault again, but that doesn't matter. We can go to ground if we select them. And that should pretty much... Zaphod got around, will catch end when I get back. Congrats on the clear major win. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you have good rest of the day, man. Thanks for joining the stream. See you later, bud. All right. Well, I suppose we'll just keep advancing. By the way, if you do wipe out all of them and take all the objectives, just keep passing the turns, the game plays until the very last one. Oh, that is very good to know. Thanks. Yeah, I would have been like, what's going on? Right, okay. Major win with lots of casualties. Cognitive dissonance sets in. Well, it's not cognitive dissonance if you think of the historical kind of context of this, because it was a major win. They have taken the beach, but the amount of casualties was ridiculous. And funnily enough, if you wanna say it's funny, this is only one of the few times that the marine landing, a contested marine landing, has worked in World War II. There are plenty of examples when it didn't. But, you know, if at first you don't succeed...
Forward! Let's go!
Try and waste lives of men again and again and again, until you do. Yes. Right, okay, over here, yeah, we'll just keep back. I've been to the beaches and even the town where the paratroopers was caught in the church steeple. It has a stained glass window with a paratrooper now. Oh, that's really cool, man. Wow. Yeah, unfortunately I've never been. I actually never been to France, I'm afraid. But my brother just visited recently, about 3 months ago. And he went to the Omaha beach and, yeah. He says it was quite haunting. And he is not even into history.
Move it!
For the most part, anyway. So... I was kind of glad he went, actually. But yeah, both myself and my better half. Actually, she's even more so. We're both really into World War II, and just history in general. My better half is absolutely mad about, well, anything from World War I, really, up to Cold War, up to the fall of Soviet Union. She is a huge geek in that way. Right, we have... I would have ideally want him to be disrupted. Sure. Why not? Okay, perfect. Well, now they are. And the El Capitan, or Hauptmann, or maybe even Oberlieutenant, has been killed. And it's gonna crush. Oh my god, right. It's almost... Right. Save. Okay. One last assault. Perfect. Okay. But yeah, I am super jealous, Casey. I am super jealous. One day I will definitely go and visit. I would really like that. I'd be honest with you. Do we not have eyes there? We do not, right? That is good to know. Next. But yeah, talking about geeking out on history, my better half is, of course, more into... Well, why of course, you wouldn't know. She's more into political side of things and the people, right? So we have like 10 books on different dictators and, you know, Stalin, Jan Stalin, Hitler, etc. But I am a little bit more into the military side of things, of course. We will do this. One man, one man. They're all one-man teams, right? Okay. Yes, right. Over here. Oh, we have a perfect lane of fire, so let's utilize that. Oh, that was beautiful. Alright, okay. And, oh, zero move. What is her background? You didn't exactly clarify the of course comment. The of course comment is just because I've known her for so long. Her background has nothing to do with history whatsoever. She is, well, she was and is in the arts at the moment. What did we just... Mines. Mines, mines, mines. Right, okay, over here. So we only have one man to deal with. So why don't we take a four-man team, get them over the ground, go down, and next turn, oh, we can schmaboozle them. Yeah, so she's in the arts, but she was actually crazy about World War II and all the other things since she was in school. In, I believe, she said she was 8 or 9, and when given when given a homework to write a story, she like a short essay on whatever, you know, like it's middle school, or is it primary even? I can't remember. Anyway, she wrote about an atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. So yes, that is how crazy my better half is. And I do love her dearly. Indeed, as 8-year-olds want to do. Absolutely. Absolutely. A bit of a context, she's Japanese, so that is even more unheard of, because in Japan, World War II is unfortunately... Actually, you know what? We're just gonna move everyone here. Unfortunately, is not really well taught. It is skipped because the popular opinion on the ground, which is of course misguided, is that we should not even think about it because of how in a run we were. Which is, of course, again, not true, but yeah, it is what it is. So instead of basically educating people and so the mistakes are not repeated, it's like, well, we won't talk about it, so the little ones don't know about the atrocities. But yes, right. In saying that, I do love Japan to visit, and I think it is a wonderful country. And for the most part, they are wonderful people. We are actually gonna do this. Ouch. Okay. Okay. I actually should have moved up here. That was a mistake. Oh, are we not within line of sight? We are not, are we? Right, you can move, you can move, you can move. You are not able to. So, why don't we move the people who can? and the people just will stay. Just will stay in general. You move up. Yes, indeed. Right. We are moving up as much as we can. And really trying to get to that man. Or just up on top. You are gonna get off the ground and start moving. Over here. Probably do not need these attacks. But there we go. That is done. Let's just move on here. They do need a little bit more time. Actually, can we get our tank? Well, because if he moves up, he will be entangled, which he might try and do, because they don't care, these two men. I think I have this handled, so let's move back. And then we'll move up here and roll over him. And yes, we are vulnerable again because we went through Bocage. But this time around, at least I know what is going on, right? Yes. I'm playing with fire here. Right, okay. To be honest though, do we really need this? Do we really? Let's concentrate on these. X-Men, are they? Oh, they're in houses. They are in houses. Alright, that's fine. Over here, I have moved them in a completely wrong direction. Wow, that was bad. Right, okay. I am getting careless. Well, they can shoot. Actually, I should start doing this. Right, over here. Just move. Next. I doubt that you can shoot at anyone. Yep. 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 Okay, we actually might be able to just overrun them as well. How far can we go? Well, how about here, eh? How about here? Right. I think this should be fairly easy to finish up next turn. Mm-hmm. Yeah, nobody can shoot anybody anymore, right? Surely you should be able to shoot someone. Yeah, you can shoot him. Not that you're gonna be any successful. There we go. Just keeping them on their toes, right? Keeping them on their toes. And I believe that is that. Okay. Next turn. Yeah, and that went really, really quick. So, well, we're kind of gonna do this sort of thing here. Over here, we'll just run like crazy forward. Kind of same with you. So let's just do this, right? Okay, that's perfect. Over here. I wonder if they can run off the edge of the map. That would be interesting to know. Right, that's done there. Over here, they keep on running. Can we assault? Fantastic, okay. Well, all that's left to be done is this. And we just had a crash. Oh dear. Oh dear, right. I think we should have saved. Yeah, so just before the turns. No, just before the end of the turn. Yeah, that is fine. That is fine, I reckon. Yeah, that is fine. So let's do the turn. Verville-sur-Mer. Oh god, yeah. Well, you know, I suppose it's one of those things where you are given a task and the higher command don't particularly worry about whether... Fantastic. Whether you are... And yeah, let's save here. Whether the area you're going to is all legitimately nice and easy to take or not, right? Oh, look. There is one more man left. Well. There we go. Over here. Yes, we cannot. Right, so let's do this. Should be it. There we go. Over here, we cannot quite take them. Let's do that, and then just hip fire. Might need to wait one more turn to take him out here. From the looks of things, anyway. Which is fine. Right. we might get a lucky shot. Which reminds me, 1, 2, thank you very much. Much better. Okay. Right, so they're wiped out here. Everything is gone here. Let's get our tank over onto the objective. And maybe that way as well. But really, I do not see any more Germans. And I reckon we don't need to move anymore. So let's end the turn. Should be it. And this is it. This is pretty much our game. So let's just quickly go through the turns. It would be nice if the game kind of realized that we have eliminated all of the enemies. But American victory! Yes, yes indeed. So we have achieved a major victory. And that is 7 leaders lost, 90 man losses, 11 vehicles. But here we have fully eliminated the enemy. So 9 leaders, 190 men and 7 guns. And as much as I like the music, it is a little bit too loud. Ah, bliss. Bliss. Right, okay. Wow, but what a game. I gotta say, it was intimidating. It was a little bit of a slog at times, but it was really, really cool to see how the battle was modeled and how fairly close to what would have been historically there was happening in a battle as well. With even me as playing, when I was playing, going through, oh, we need to get off the beach, to, oh my god, all my leaders are annihilated because they're all standing up and running forward. So now we are basically gonna crawl as slow as we can, but as safe as we can up the beach, and still being shot up to pieces. And I think it was you, Casey, who pointed out, well, hold up, do you not want to, like, maybe start moving off it a little bit quicker with, you know, just slightly bigger stacks and going towards the right-hand side where there isn't that many lines of fire anymore? Or right-hand side, not left-hand side. But let us do a quick post-game assessment. And then we shall wrap up this chapter of history. So, I shall make this a little bit bigger for me, just so that I can see it better. More importantly, I can barely see. Give me a sec. All right. All right. So, what was our initial plan? Well, our initial plan was, of course, to take the trench system here and the trench system here while we push up the river and exploit this gap to capture this objective. And then, of course, I cannot see my cursor at all. Then, of course, move up and capture that objective, basically going through the center. Our plan was also to use our engineers to strike this way together with the tanks. And to use the tanks over here to move up this way, annihilating this gun, and then moving up it didn't quite work out that way, I gotta say. So let's just see what the chat says. It really does show how difficult the beach was to take, even for an overwhelming force. I can only imagine what Tarawa would have looked like. Absolutely, and I'm hoping that there might be something to showcase in the game, but we'll see. I do not know if there is or not, but we shall see. But getting back to our assessment, you can see the drawing, right? Yes, you can. Okay, perfect. So it didn't quite go as we planned, and I need to find the cursor again. Okay. Because we got bogged down, we had tank immobilized here straight away. We were being shot quite a lot, and a lot of our men got pinned down or run into mines, as you can see all over the place. So let's just clear that. So what ended up happening is there were too many men pinned here. So while we moved up here, it was quite slow. Instead, we made breaches in the obstacles, mainly breach here and here, and a single breach here. And here, if I'm not mistaken. And we breached through on assaulted positions, and we're able to take this quite easily because our tanks moved up and supported us overrunning the trenches. Once the tanks have mopped up the trenches, they actually exploited this gap here and moved up, taken this objective, and all the way this objective, annihilating the puck guns as they went, and unfortunately being disabled and annihilated themselves in the process. The right-hand side was cleared almost immediately, just because we had 4 tanks there, if not 5. While the left-hand side we had a little bit of an issue with. We have lost a tank here, but annihilated a puck gun. Another tank got bogged down here. Clearly, one last tank got bogged down there. But moving up the side, so all of this was paralyzed because we ran out of officers. Moving up here with the tanks worked well. But it took us too long to get the officers from the reinforcements that we received, to get the officers up to the front and to get our men unpinned, to rally them. And even though most of them are here now, they were just kind of soaking up the shots from the enemy as they were moving up and not really causing much issue to the enemy. It was pretty much the tank game, so to say. But what was interesting, and this was really interesting to me, is this area here. Our little assault, because we got 3 boats, and we got a nice support detachments. So we got the heavy machine gun, or medium machine gun actually, and a mortar. And then we got a bunch of squads. I think there were 3 assault squads and 1 support squad. But at the end, I ended up just pushing the support squad forward as well. The support squad had an LMG, while the rest had Bangalores and the heavy satchel explosive bugs. And here, we actually done it really well. So we had the support elements providing covering fire, while our assault squads moved up and took positions at the wall. And once the positions at the wall were taken, they were able to move on with the support squads kind of bounding forward, while the assault element was providing supporting fire. And once the support was in line with the wall, the advanced fort and took it out. With, of course, we have to mention that there was a support from our center that came over and managed to annihilate enemy right here. So overall, I think apart from being a little bit overwhelming and bogged down, we've done fairly well. We have lost a lot of men, but we have discovered that tanks, not invulnerable, but are extremely effective in close assaults, much more so in trying to shoot the enemy. So definitely one thing to learn from this is disorder the enemy, pin if you can, and then just run them through with tanks. Of course, try not to go through bockages, making the tanks vulnerable. Assault from up top onto down the hill instead of up the hill. But a lot of things to learn from the game, and I feel like I'm really starting to get a grasp on the game, which is really, really good. It means that my commentary can be a little bit better, and I don't need to rely on Zaphod all the time to tell me what is actually mechanically happening in the game. So, that is that. Let's finish up with our drawing implements. I hope you enjoyed these mini-series of Tanks in Trouble. It was an epic battle. It was an enjoyable battle. And we will be streaming tomorrow. I do not know yet what. Actually, I do know what. I shall tell you what it is. We are going to be streaming scenario number... no idea what it is, called Busy Bosses. Let's have a look. Busy Bosses is scenario number 8, and this is June 6, 1944, Popeville, Normandy, 1100 hours. So it's the airdrop of 101st from the looks of things, Screaming Eagles, and we do have a long write-up so that we will read tomorrow. I will not be reading that now. So there you go. The airborne is gonna be striking. It's gonna be Screaming Eagle strikes, and I hope you join me for that. Casey says your expository commentary was excellent, very enjoyable. Thank you. I do thank you, Casey. I think it could have been better. At times, I just kind of zoned out a bit and just moved the counters. But we shall be working on that, and I do thank you on a good word there. Well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Casey. Everybody else who is watching this in the future, because I believe that you are the lone soldier, the single sentry still left fighting the good fight. So thank you, and until next time, do gaming, guys, not war.